The most common problem with the ear is when it protrudes. About 5% of people are teased because their ears are prominent. And by and large, this was always dealt with by an operation to pin back the ears, which is a fairly common or standard operation. For a plastic surgeon, pinning back the ears is a bit like removing the appendixes for a general surgeon. It's one of the most common procedures. But recently, something new has come about, whereby we can often fix the ears at birth with a little splint. The ears of a newborn infant are very wobbly. They can be moulded into any shape you like. If you like, the ears are a bit like the wings of a dragonfly that's just come out the chrysalis. It's bent into a slightly unusual shape sometimes, and it will harden. Now, dragonflies harden over a few days, but children take a few months. And if you put a tiny little splint in to hold the ear in the right shape whilst the cartilage hardens, bingo, solved the problem, no surgery needed. Of course, when the ear is underdeveloped or excessively small, you need to put in something to create a new ear, and that really is surgery. Some of the very unusual problems we're meeting are to do with earrings. A lot of ladies have earrings they're not really coping with in terms of the metal. They're a little bit allergic. And I think one way of putting this is they've got a partner that's not spending enough money on them. If the little bar connecting the diamond to the keeper at the back was made of pure platinum or pure gold, the allergy problem would probably not exist. But with the cheaper metals, there's a little bit of irritation sometimes around the earrings, and sometimes the earring slips through and can cause an elongated slit or a complete split in the earlobe. And some people, when they're piercing their ears, get a horrible scar that's very difficult to fix. So if you take these problems and treat them gently, you can repair the ear, encourage them to re-pierce it at a slightly different site, reinforce the ear. If they want to wear very heavy earrings, you can put in a little dermis graft to reinforce it, or you can sew it up with little zigzag incisions to reinforce the ear. And re-piercing 3 months later enables them to get back to wearing earrings, hopefully a little more expensive. And some of the very unusual things we've seen are large lobes. Now, obviously, if you've been wearing earrings and you've got a slit through, we can offer to remove a little bit of the lobe at the same time as repairing it to make your earlobe smaller. But proportionality in the ear is something a lot of people don't think of. If the top bit's excessively large, you're top heavy, you don't look right. If the bottom bit's excessively large, you're bottom heavy and don't look right. And if some plastic surgeon's operated on you with the intention of pulling your face up, but had the opposite effect of pulling your earlobes down, you really don't look right. And so we're taking a lot of these minor deformities that nobody knew there was any solution to, and we're offering them a bit of hope. You can lift the ear up, you can make it smaller, and you can adjust the slope. For instance, if you look at me from the side, I've got quite a big nose, you can see, and it's going around that way, and the ear's meant to be in line with the nose, but sometimes when it's very vertical, it doesn't look right. So there's lots of little things you can tweak to adjust it. And some of the people have a very folded over rim here that gives the inside contour of the rim a slightly pointed appearance at the top, and they've hated that for life. And you can just take off that little bit of cartilage, a very simple operation, put it round and open up the ear. If you like, make the ear a little happier or more cheerful and give it a bit of character. And I think there is room for style in medicine, and obviously we're focusing on the ear with this little chat.